So a few months ago I had a very interesting call with the guys from Arturia about this. This is EFX Fragments, a very new plugin by Arturia, and it is all about granular synthesis. So you can put this on pretty much anything and get that grainy effect and get sort of a granular synthesis out of anything. So let's go through the user interface and try out some of the presets. I actually don't have the user manual. I didn't have any information, so I can really go down and deep into the details, but I'm gonna do that once I have all the information, so stay tuned. Let's see what we've got. So first of all, it's based on a buffer that fills in with the information, with the audio, and then we have sort of a playhead. We have grains, and we are playing different parts of that buffer. And so going from left to right, we have this intensity, and then we have the effects. So if we're talking about effects, on the right here, we have auto panning with different options like classic panning, boomerang, and we'll experiment with that a little later. We also have diagonal, but we also have FX1 and FX2, and for each one, you can load any of those included effects like multi-filter, we have distortion, we have compressor, delay, pitch shifting, we have tape echo, chorus, flanger, reverb. Everything I'm sure is top quality like anything else by Arturia. So this is a really good addition into that sort of granular synthesis effect where we can build on different effects that we have included here. So in addition to that, of course, we have the density, right? More or less grains. And by the way, if you look down, we have a tooltip on the bottom of the plugin. For example, density sets the rate at which new grains are generated. So let's have a listen. Right, and we also have the size, so this sets the size of the grains in milliseconds, but we can click this and sync it to our BPM or with triplets or dotted. And then we also have pitch, and this will take any of those grains and pitch them. So with this you can create sort of a cloudy or more interesting effect on top of what you have. So each of these grains will have its own pitch. And right now it sets to fifth, so I can, well, have them in major or minor or pentatonic major and so on. So let's get them minor, and then on the bottom here we have different controls like the width that will offset random parameters for left and right, creating that kind of stereo width effect. We have the grain direction. So well, very simple, right? We can have them backwards towards the front or the other way around, and you can see the arrow changes. And then we have grain crusher, and we have different crushing modules here. Then we also have grain shape, so it's set to triangle by default. We have trapeze, we have turkey, Gaussian, and so on. So we need to actually experiment. I have no idea how things will sound until I actually try them. So what I suggest is let's put EFX Fragments to work on different sources. So I have a guitar sample here and some drums, and we'll also try some pad. So let's see how it works. Right, let's try that on drums. So I'm going to close this and let's see. We have a very simple drum loop here, and I'm going to go without and with. Now let's try that on some pads. So we can take pretty much anything and make it sound that much better. So I'm going to open up an instant of Pigments. And here I have a sound that I actually designed. It's called Brass Flatter. And let me just bypass the effect. And this is how it sounds right now. And let's put EFX fragments to work. And again, we can set the grain mix here. Let's try some other presets. Let's see what we have in the reverb. Let's try delay. And that is EFX Fragments. I really hope you enjoy this one. Let me know in the comments what do you think. And I just love that one. I'm gonna use it a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.